Hey, greetings everybody. This is Repentant Conservative. Appreciate you watching. Um, I'm kind of hurt. Um, you know, I'm hurt by what's going on today. I'm hurt by what I've read. I'm hurt by what has happened. I'm hurt for a lot of different reasons. And I'm ashamed. Now, those of you who know me personally know that I come from Texas. And anything that hurts Texas kind of hurts me. And probably cuts a little bit deeper because I'm not there. I'm hurt by keyboard warriors who feel the need to go post their vile hatred and ridicule upon a woman who was married to a man who could commit such an act as what happened in Sutherland Springs, Texas. I am hurt that many will assume facts, not in evidence, while spewing this rhetoric and crap and vileness and hatred, and they call themselves patriots for doing so. You are the very reason, and you give the news media the very reason to support Antifa. So to those of you who posted the messages on this man's wife's Facebook page, spew it to me. Let's have a conversation about it. Because why? You need to stroke your ego in such a way that makes you not a patriot, it makes you a coward. No. Any loss of life. And I have a 14-year-old. Any loss of life in these types of situations make no sense, prove no point, nothing. I hope to God she was not in that church with her mother. And if she was, and she was one of the victims, then I'm glad that you will never, I'm glad that she would never see those messages. But if she survived and she sees those messages, I hope she sees mine. Because I do call you out for what you are. Those of you who left poisonous messages on her Facebook. You're not patriots, you're cowards. There are two things about Texans. We protect our own, we deal with our own. For the majority, we live by the law. Both the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution and laws thereof of Texas. For the majority. And until today, the Colleen Luby shooting in 1991 was the deadliest mass shooting in Texas history. Until today. Till around, about 12 hours ago, according to my time clock, and I'm in Central Time now. I'm not in Texas anymore. You want to go harp on somebody for the actions of their husbands, leave it at 4chan. It's where it belongs. I'd still call you a coward there, but at least maybe you wouldn't expose his family. You wouldn't expose her family to your venom. We are conservatives. Or we're supposed to be. We're supposed to have a heart in this. And I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to even call myself a conservative after reading that trash. Yeah, I went and looked. No, I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to say the family's name. There's no point. It's already out. Why do I feel the need to do that? And guys, let me tell you, if you're out there spewing that crap because it makes you feel big, just remember, you could have been sitting in that church. Your niece, your nephew, they could have been sitting in that church. Your son, your daughter could have been sitting in that church. I'm not going to sit here and call for gun control because it's not the answer. But what you guys are doing, it's not the answer either. Now there are a few of us that are actually on YouTube and trying to actually control the situation, or not control the situation, but at least trying to get the truth out there. The man did not receive a dishonorable discharge. He was not in possession of, or as far as I know at the moment, he was not in possession of illegal weapons. I am trying to get a hold of sources that I know, that I can talk to, that I know I can trust, that would have a finger on the pulse of the investigation if they're not part of the lifeblood of it. But that takes time. Because they have to skirt on the fringes of the investigation if they're not directly part of it. And if they are directly part of it, they have to be careful as to what they say and what they tell me. Oh, I hoped the hurricane was worse that Texas had to deal with this year, and it wasn't. And I hope this is the last time in Texas this year. I hope it's the last time for another 2 decades, 3 decades before this happens again. I hope it never happens again. I want to say thanks to Starbird Disagrees. He's at least trying to get the truth out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Repentant Conservative. God bless Texas, and pray for the families.